we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an stspod.club production. I'm BT, and over there is my brother from a different mother. It's Terrence Ward. How you doing, Terrence?
I'm great. That line's normally reserved for RynoJB. So,
well, you know, it is the holidays, and I do appreciate you jumping in and helping. And for some reason, my camera's autofocusing. So, guys, I'm sorry if I bother you by jumping around. I'm really not trying to dance. It's just doing that. I do appreciate you jumping in and helping. Terrence, I think you've become the replacement for Rhino. I mean, the substitute for Rhino. I don't want him to think we're replacing him. I just, good substitute. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, some people could get offended by
that. Back in the day when Gordon Soley went on vacation, they never saw him again. So, yep, that's what happened. That's what happened. All right. Just real quick, this is episode 656. Episode 92 of Rollin Into Mempho, and if you can see up here, we have a new logo. Yay! New logo. Thank you to our new logo maker. It's really awesome. I like the way it looks. I had 3 or 4 of them to choose from. We chose that one. Thank you. Also, we released Dynamite. It's our full gear review on all platforms this week. If you want to get the episode early and uncut, do join Patreon. You go to stspod.club, look at the link of all links on the right-hand side, and you'll be able to do it. If this is the first time you joined us, shame on them, Terrence. It's hits, misses, MVP, question of the week. What do they want to see on next week's show? And must see. So what's your hits for the week there, Terrence?
Let me take this hat off so I don't have a shadow.
All right.
Reveal all this gray hair. Hits for this week, man. These were some great matches. Let's first kick things off. My hits: K Toomer coming out to join Memphis Muscle in the trios tournament. That was magnificent. Was unexpected, but this could mean that we see the Memphis Muscle K Toomer, I don't want to say stable or faction, but trios team go home to be the winner.
Great reaction. Just a great reaction when they walked out. Oh, awesome.
Show enough. Another great hit was Cassandra Golden DDT. We saw that match come to a conclusion. The new undisputed Memphis Wrestling Women's Champion finally being able to take that title belt back home. Then, of course, we saw the return of Kid Wrestling. That was a nice hit, sporting some new ring gear, which looks really great. Plus, got a new theme song too, which really matches, I think, his not only his personality but the style of gear he's got this week as well. And then the hits. I'm kind of torn. My last hit, I'm hitting every match essentially, but
that's all right.
This hit, the last match, Zay Washington, Aaron Roberts. Man, some amazing storytelling. That's a hit for me, but there's a miss later on for that as well.
All right, big Memphis Muscle K Toomer. I put that down too. Crowd absolutely loved it. They were into it. I think Triple R is just funny. He's so good on the microphone. And I don't know why, but when Kid Wrestling came out, I thought of a Power Ranger. That's all I thought. All right, and congratulations to Big Dan there. A big hit this week as he has retired. I can't wait to that day. I've only got about 7 years. So there we go. 7 years and I'll be retired. And we're glad to have him back too. And I will have to say a hit was Zay against Aaron Roberts. I just get excited when I look at the time on the show and it says we got at least 15 minutes. So I knew it was going to be good. I love the way they started the heat. It was not one of those let's cheat spots. It was really good. Good match. They slowed it down and Aaron just dominated. Completely dominated. Very good. All right. What was your misses for the week?
So miss for me this week was I got to hear more from Brett Michaels. And I got to hear some more from Big Swole. Like I really wanted Big Swole to step up to the mic this week and really deliver a solid punch into that microphone this week, because we know Big Swole's a great talent, great wrestler in the ring, but I want to see more Big Swole promos. I want to see why everybody should be chanting Big or Swole, swole, whenever his entrance music hits. Another miss for me was in the Zay Washington, Aaron Roberts match. I got to say, I wanted to see just a little bit more of Justin Case. I know we found out his name this week, but, we've seen little sprinkles of him throughout, but, there was no focus on, wait a minute, who is this guy? What is he doing out here? Why is he out here? We've seen him week after week. We got the introduction we got the name when I did the introduction on the show, but we've heard nothing else before that. So I would have liked to have had just a little bit of a teaser from him talking for Aaron Roberts or with Aaron Roberts before that match happened. Maybe a little promo. And then last miss for me, Big Dan's retirement. It's a miss because I know that he's going to be missed where his job was at, and he's served so long for the community, and it's going to be a huge miss for them because he's not going to be there. He's retired. So I know that's not a bad miss.
Not a bad miss at all. We missed a really good super kick by K Toomer outside the ring. It's just one of those things that happens, but I hate it when the girls seemed really rough during when they started building up for the finish. It was almost like one of them thought they were supposed to be doing one thing, and one of them thought they were supposed to be doing something else. We did get a finish though, and got a new champions so that we can quit letting DDT run. So it was a miss, but I did like the finish. All right, we're up to MVP. Who is your MVP of the week?
You're going to hate it. You might not hate it. Some folks at home may hate it, but Aaron Roberts. I mean, you want to talk about dominating that match. Just the shot of him and Justin Case towards the end of the show, that him raising his arms up and just that beautiful shot there, and then another shot in the match of just the deadness in his eyes after he would, plow through Zay Washington. Aaron Roberts is on a mission to destroy Zay Washington, and this story's just getting started.
I agree with you 100%. I actually going to let him share it with Justin Roberts, so I'm going to say Aaron Roberts with Justin Case. I mean, not Justin Roberts. Aaron Roberts with Justin Case. Justin was perfect in this. He was part of the match, but we didn't know he was part of the match as much. Just one of those managers that just does what he's supposed to do and doesn't overdo it until he got ready for the foreign objects, and we've seen about 20 of them. I was waiting for him to just start coming out of everywhere. Loved it. Aaron Roberts and Justin Case, they're heels, buddy. I'll tell you that, Terrence. They are heels, and that's what we need in the rest of the business. You cannot like these two guys. Not at all. I mean, you just can't like them. So, Aaron Roberts and Justin Case, MVP.
Really quick.
Go ahead.
On that. I want to say that when you look back at old Memphis wrestling or just old Mid-South wrestling in general, they really give you that old school heel vibe. Like it is, I
didn't think about that. I didn't think about it because in the ring, Aaron Roberts is what I like calling a hybrid worker. Him and Zay both are hybrids. They don't, but they understand the psychology. That last part of that match when he was getting all the heat, it was all old school, just beating the hell out of the babyface and trying to come back. So I feel that now too. Just you can't like him. I mean, you just can't like him at all. So number one, we're going to do something next, but I have understood now why my camera's doing this. Terrence, I just want you to know it's because I'm so pretty. That's it. It's trying to focus in. Come on. Now, don't give me that look. Hey, I'll freeze that photograph right there and put it up like I did last time with that expression on your face. All right. All right, guys. We're up to question of the week. All right, up for question of the week, Reed Richards 731. That's Reed Richards 731. He wrote in to say we missed the boat on that Bosby finishing name last week. He said it should be called the Blue Chipper. I like that. The Blue Chipper. Okay, so he has a question though. He wants to know, what are we most thankful for in wrestling? What are you most thankful for in wrestling, T-Bone?
You know, and I mean this is not me coming off as a character on the show, but I'm really thankful for all of the old school guys who really helped lay the foundation of this business. And even those who are kind of I'll call them the Gen Xers or the millennials of the wrestling business, because they're kind of between the old school and the new school of wrestling. And they've really helped kind of transition some of us into the future in a good way without losing some of that old school feel. So very thankful for the opportunities that many of those veterans have provided to me over the last 16 years that I've been doing this, and I wouldn't be here without their help. So huge.
Wow, well, yeah. I mean, I can I hear that, man. I hear that big time. If it wasn't for guys that I hung around, went to wrestling with, I would have not been shaped as the fan or whatever I am now. But I'm gonna be thankful for, and I know this sounds like, oh, Brian's kissing butt again, but I'm thankful for Dustin and Memphis Wrestling giving us the chance to do this podcast. Everybody that listens to Rollin Into Mempho, and I'm thankful for everybody that listens to WTF's, one of the biggest, most listened shows. Has become just as big as Rollin Into Memphis, but it's fun to see people, go into both sides. I got two audiences, but some of them mixed in. I'm thankful for our audience. We really are. We're thankful. I hear from people every week. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm not really sucking up. I'm telling you the truth. I'm very thankful for y'all. And hey, I know you know this, Terrence, but I love my mama. So I'm very thankful for her supporting me and taking me to wrestling the very first time. And this has been a long, long fandom, but it was all her fault. So we're going to blame it on mama, all right? Thank you. Question of the week, guys. Y'all know y'all can send in question of the week with Little Reed Richards sent that one in. So we know let me get this up here. I always forget to put it up, but we got to put the number and stuff. We never have had a call yet. So you question of the week, call 501-232-1701 or email stspodclub@gmail.com. We actually had a couple calls, but they said, I don't want to hear it online. I don't want to hear it on the show. So just read it. That's the way they talk. I'm sorry. All right. Y'all, that was question of the week. All right. We're up to what do you want to see on next week's show?
I want to see the continuation of Aaron Roberts and Zay Washington. I think this is a really, really hot story to be going through. I know we've got the trios tournament. We've got that continuing next week. Obviously, I want to see that because that's the theme of the show. But Zay Washington, Aaron Roberts are telling a phenomenal story, and I want to see more of that next week.
I agree with you. I'm all about the storyline and what's going on with Zay and Aaron. They're always going to give us a good match. We also could throw them in with each of them having a tag partner or something. It could be fun. This could be a long, long feud. I'm excited about the trios tournament, but you're behind the scenes, and so I want to get some stuff here. So the trios tournament is going to end with 3 teams against each other, right? Dustin explained that, right? That's what it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And they already been decided. We have Memphis Muscle with K Toomer against Nightmare Posse against Team Wrestle Center, right?
Yes.
And that's going to be next week.
That is going to be week after next.
Oh, week after next. All right. That's what I'm looking for.
94.
That's hell of 3 teams there, so I'm excited to see what happens there. Look at Terrence looking at the format, y'all.
I got to keep this.
You're not spoiling, though. I appreciate that. All right, guys, we're up to the last thing here. Just want to remind everybody. I want to tell you this big reminder. Today's the last episode of November. We will not release another episode until next Saturday. That's December the 3rd. This is what we do every year. We take that last week of November kind of off. Last episode, Terrence, you're on the last episode of November. You just go out and tell everybody that. Hey. Everybody at your workplace and everything. I mean, they'll be, oh my God.
You're looking at my list, though.
All right, guys, here we go. What is your must-see for the week?
Oh God. Really, this was another great show in terms of in-ring competition. I know you kind of highlighted some misses throughout. However, we did see the wrapping up of the women's championship, so that's a must-see. If you've been following that, you're going to want to see the conclusion. You're also going to want to see the surprise at the beginning of the show with Memphis Muscle and their tag team partner, K Toomer. And then lastly, the Zay Washington, Aaron Roberts. That's the icing on the cake for the episode. You definitely want to stick around for dessert there.
Hey, man, I'm just going to piggyback you on all three of those. All three of those are very important. I was just going to say Zay versus Aaron, but I agree with you. We got to see the beginning, the start of that. We got to see the finish of, hopefully we've seen the end of DDT for a while. And then we got Zay versus Aaron in the main event. Guys, are you expecting one of those high-flying matches? It kind of starts that way. But then it changes, and I will put the must-see part at the very end after the match. After the match ends, all the stuff that goes on in front of the desk after the match, must see. All right, thank you, Terrence. I do appreciate you joining us again this week. Thanks to everyone for listening, even though I'm coming in and out. All right. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Rhino does too.